Hello, welcome to Oweleketv News. I am Francis Atim. Thanks for being with us. Now, the headlines. Nigeria successfully repays China, Islamic Bank, Arab Bank, IMF, and others 3.63 trillion naira debt. Police arrested 3 suspected kidnappers in Osun. Suspected yahoo boy beaten to death by angry residents. Ramadan Ansaruddin donates food items to widows in Kaduna. Welcome back and thanks for being with us. Now, the news in full. According to data from Data Management Office, DMO, acquired by Liberal News, Nigeria spent 3.63 trillion naira servicing its external and domestic debt in 2022. The payments were made to creditors, which include the Chinese government, Islamic Bank, the Arab Bank, and the International Monetary Fund, among several others. How Nigeria repaid some of its debt check on DMO data shows Nigeria used the exchange rate of 448.08 naira to pay off the external debt of $2.40 billion, which amounted to 1.0 trillion naira, while the total domestic debt service for the year stood at 2.56 trillion naira. The domestic debt service, which covers payments to bond investors, banks, and others, the DMO data showed that 529.88 billion naira was the highest monthly debt service expenditure paid in April 2022. Osun State Police Command have arrested 3 suspected kidnappers, Bari Galadima, Muhammadu Abdullahi, and Hussein Abdullah. The Commissioner of Police in the state, Kainde Longe, confirmed the arrest of the suspects. They were apprehended by the command's anti-kidnapping squad in their hideout at a remote village in Oyo State. The policemen voided the attempts by the kidnappers to kidnap Alhaji Idris Aliyu, who is also a Fulani man. 2 of the suspects, Galadima and Abdullahi, confessed to the crime, while the 3rd suspect, Husseini, who is a Seriki Fulani in Afijo local government area of Oyo State, refuted his involvement. The suspects confessed they had planned different kidnapping operations and called for ransom, but were apprehended by the government before they could abduct more victims. The commander of police anti-kidnapping squad in Osun State, SP Moses Lahore, stated that the kidnappers abducted their fellow Fulani men. One of the captives, Aliu, stated that they had kidnapped his brother and shot him despite collecting a 4 million naira ransom from them, intending to kidnap his other brother, Idrisu, to collect more money from them. The victims, with the help of Seriki Toyin, reported to anti-kidnapping policemen and avoided the attempt to kidnap him. One of the policemen was shot during a gun duel with the kidnappers and was rushed to the hospital, where he was treated, stabilizing his condition. Alhaji Suleiman Oluwatoyin, one of the leaders of Fulani men in the state, commended the police commissioner, CP Kainde Longe, and his men for their prompt response and timely intervention. Oluwatoyin expressed his pain over how the insecurity rate is becoming very serious in the southwest, which is tarnishing the reputation of the Fulani tribe. He also expresses gratitude to the policemen for their prompt response always. CP Kende Longe also assures the suspects will face the full wrath of the law and their fleeing colleagues will be apprehended and prosecuted. Parents of a suspected Yahoo boy who crushed 7 persons in Ijoka area of Akure in Ondo State have been attacked by angry mob. Police gave the name of the driver as Olorunfemi Tope. The Nigerian cable news online earlier reported how Tope was beaten to death after sympathizers allegedly found fetish items inside his car. Ondo police spokesman SP Fumilayo Odunlami Omisanya stated that the parents of Tope were not in the car but came to the scene where their son was being beaten to death. Omisanya said the mob descended on the parents, but timely intervention by the police saved them from being killed. The mother of the deceased said no one can confirm if the young man in question is an internet fraudster. There was an accident that led to the death of a motorcyclist, and rather than having people around to help, some resorted to jungle justice by killing the young man who drove the vehicle and set the car ablaze. 2 persons were confirmed dead, while 6 others were injured in the accident and currently receiving treatment in the hospital. We'll be going for a short break. We'll be right back. Please stay with us. Welcome back from the break and thanks for being with us. Donations were made by the Ansaruddin Society Kaduna branch, who reach out to widows, orphans, and the less privileged in the society, providing them with packaged food items for the Ramadan fasting period. The food items consisting of rice, semolina, beans, spaghetti, and vegetable oil were delivered by the vice chairperson of the women's wing, Hajia Mulikat Bakare, to the beneficiaries selected from the 5 divisions of the branch. During the weekly general Asalat program, the chairman of the society, Alhaji Sabar Ishola Adeyemi, highlighted the importance of providing aid to the less privileged in the society, including organizing skill acquisition programs for the unemployed. He further stated that this was part of the annual welfare programs of the Ansaruddin Society Kaduna branch. Expressing gratitude, one of the beneficiaries, Sister Fadilat Adetona from Division 1, expressed how thankful they are to the Ansaruddin Kaduna branch for their kind gesture and pray that Allah will reward the society and its members abundantly. The beneficiaries further prayed to Allah to accept the fast of the members of those who contributed to their well-being. The Ansaruddin Kaduna branch urged its members to continue to contribute for more and reach out to more persons in the less privileged around them, especially during the Ramadan season. The federal government had recently taken major decisions aimed at attacking the transgressions of customers' privacy by loan apps. Loan apps on Play Store will lose the ability to access their users' contacts or photos from 31st May 2023. This came as the federal government said it will execute the latest policy by Google, saying the action was consistent with the Nigerian authorities' move to shorten the invasion of customers' privacy by loan app firms. The Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission had lately registered 170 loan apps out of 200 operating in the country. Google, in its April 2023 policy updates, said the new policy update will provide a breather for loan app users in Nigeria and other places that have become accustomed to crude loan retrieval methods employed by majority of loan apps. Google policy preview will be effective May 31st, 2023. This article preview changes included in their April 2023 policy updates stating specifically that apps aiming to provide or facilitate personal loans may not access users' contacts or photos, and also introducing additional prerequisites for personal loans are targeting users in Pakistan. Personal loan apps in Pakistan must submit country-specific licensing documentation to prove the ability to provide or facilitate personal loans. This new policy is coming after the firm announced updates to its developer program policy mandating digital money lenders in Nigeria, India, Indonesia, the Philippines, and Kenya to conform to regulatory rules or be taken down by January 31st. Commenting on the new policy to Punch, the Chief Executive Officer of the FCCPC, Babatunde Irukera, stated that it was a welcome development and shows that Google was institutionalizing its regulatory policy. Also welcomes the development efforts and its consistency with the position the FCCP has taken and what they are enforcing. The FCCP recently stated that it has approved 173 digital lending applications to operate in the country. 119 of these got full approvals, while 54 got conditional approvals. A lot of Nigerians expressed their feelings over this development. Our correspondent has the report on this.
I think it would be a good idea, and I also think it will stop some people out of business, because the loan app have been bringing a lot of issues. Because when they get to your data, they can be able to go to your friends and your family and be talking anything about you. But I buy to that idea because it's a good thing. They borrow you loan, if you cannot be able to pay back, it will bring issue. So I buy to that idea if they can be able to stop it. So let everybody go to the bank that is reliable source. So loan app has bring a lot of issue to many people. If they access your data, they can do anything. Fraudster can come in through that way. So I would love that if they can do it, because it have affected a lot of people around me that I know.
Okay, well, for me, I think it's a good move. I think it's a good move because sometimes you just get messages from these loan apps telling you that Mr. XYZ, who maybe you've not contacted for let's say 1 month, 2 years, all of a sudden that the person doesn't pay so and so thing, that sometimes it's crazy. So I think it's a good one.
Actually, I think it's a good idea, like a very good idea, because you going to my contact list and invading their privacy because I borrowed money from you, like this thing is between you and I. So there is no need for you, we have an agreement, so there is no need for you to go to my contact and then you start embarrassing them, because sometimes these loan app people, they don't know how to talk. They go to your contact list, they embarrass them, and then when they when they call you and you start feeling bad, okay, I'm sorry about what they said, stuff like that. So I think it would be a good idea, because I collected a loan, it's between you and I, so there is no need for you to bring a third party. Thank you very much. I am Salma, reporting for Oweleketv News.
The FCCPC added that the move became necessary after the loan app started harassing Nigerians by sending defaming messages to their contacts and more. Speaking recently to newsmen on how the recent registration drive of the Commission will protect the privacy of Nigerians, Irukera counted that the app loan will be restrained on what kind of information they are able to pull off people's phones and what they are able to do with the information, specifically with respect to making contacts with people on the contact list, their loan recovery practices, the kind of language they use, the times they call, and what kind of things they say. A close associate of Senator Godswill Akpabio, Dr. Jibril Tafida, has reported the rumor that the former minister might have withdrawn from the ongoing race for the Senate presidency. Speaking to newsmen in Kaduna on Monday, Dr. Tafida expressed that Akpabio is very much in the race as a frontline aspirant. The National Vanguard newspaper has reported a few days ago that Akpabio might withdraw from the race for the Senate presidency in expectation of a ministerial appointment in the new APC cabinet. Dr. Jibril stated that the former Minister of Niger Delta Affairs had earlier solicited the support and cooperation of the party leadership, that of his nearest constituency, and the not of the president-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Civil society and reputable political pressure groups across the nation also in support of Akpabio's candidacy. In this category of race for the Senate presidency, where Akpabio has attained increased popularity, it is expected that mischief creators would like to design and instigate all sorts of fake news in order to distract the attention of Nigerians, especially those fully in support of Akpabio's candidature. Dr. Tafida described that Akpabio's active participation in the race is cast in stones, and no amount of deliberate confrontation, contortion in the media by hacks can change that. He said that the massive growing acceptability of Akpabio's candidature is in an addition that he is once again favored by history. He added that none of the candidates currently in the race has unique leadership experience and identity of uncommon transformation like Akpabio. Turning to the issue of the campaign for the emergence of Senate President from the Southeast, Tafida said Akpabio's South-South region gave more votes that led to the victory of President-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and the APC got 0 votes from the Southeast, a place now known more as a territory for violent groups like IPOD and ESN. We'll now be going on a short break. We'll be right back. Please stay tuned. Welcome back from the break, and thanks for staying with us. Governor Ademola Adeleke of Osun State has been named the chairman of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) Electoral Committee for its gubernatorial primary in Bayelsa State. Also, Honorable Kenneth Osun was assigned to the head the Imo State version of the committee. The appointment came as the Central Opposition Party released the approved delegates list for the conduct of the party's gubernatorial primaries in the 2 states. The National Organizing Secretary of the party, Honorable Umar Bature, revealed this in a statement issued on Monday, saying the action was pursuant to PDP's commitment to free, fair, and transparent elections. It stated that the National Working Committee, NWC, of the party endorsed the stakeholders to conduct the primary election for the purpose of nominating the candidate of the party for the upcoming 2023 gubernatorial election in the states. Both primaries will take place in separate states on Wednesday. The Catholic Bishop of Sokoto Diocese, Bishop Matthew Kuka, has asked Nigerian judges to decide the future of the country in light of several election petitions before their courts. Kuka, in his Easter message, opined that Nigerians are saddened that the courts have been invaded by the political class, leaving toxic fumes that now threatens the judiciary's reputation as the last hope of all citizens. To the honorable justices of the bench, he added that the future of the country hangs on their deliberations. He emphasized that Nigerians are looking up to them to reclaim their trust in the judicial system as they interpret the spirit of the nation's laws. The bishop also advised the president-elect, Bola Tinubu, to make keeping Nigerians alive his first priority on assuming office, adding that infrastructures are important, but first, keeping Nigerians alive should be a priority. The Catholic cleric noted that the most urgent mission for Mr. Tinubu is to start a psychological journey of making Nigerians feel whole again, creating a large tent of opportunity and hope for all by expanding the frontiers of collective freedom and of cutting off the chains of ethnicity and religious bigotry. He also asked the president-elect to help Nigerians recover from the feeling of collective rape by those who imported the men of darkness that destroyed the nation. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission has discredited viral information on social media that is presently recruiting through a dubious EFCC Recruitment 23-2024 application portal dated April 7, 2023. The Commission articulated that the fraudsters who are yet to begin the process, however, went further to provide a link on how to apply and urge members of the public to share to other WhatsApp groups to help others. This was disclosed on the Commission's website on Monday. It added that fraudsters mischievously added Korea to the Commission's website, addressed the reads www.efcc.gov.ng/Korea, giving resemblance to the genuineness of their scheme. While warning members of the public not to be deceived, it noted that the information shared on social media is fake. The attention of the EFCC has been drawn to the information circulating on social media, inviting unsuspecting applicants to submit applications to the Commission. The Commission wishes to notify the public that it is currently not recruiting. Any information to the contrary circulating in the social media is false and the handwork of mischief makers aimed at defrauding helpless job seekers. The Commissioner of Police in Rivers State, Osun, has ordered the arrest of policemen recognized in a viral video of assaulting a man along the east-west route of Rivers State. The command's public relations officer, PRO, Grace Irene Coco, revealed this in a statement on Monday. The police post stated that the command has identified the policemen shown in the viral video harassing and assaulting an unidentified man in the viral video. The Commissioner of Police, CP Okon O. Effiong, has ordered the immediate arrest of the officers indicated. And as a defender of human rights, the CP assures members of the public that the police officers will be investigated in line with existing rules underlying the conduct of police personnel, and appropriate sanctions will be meted accordingly. The commander further assured the good people of Rivers State of his unalloyed commitment to promoting the law and enjoin the people to report cases of human rights abuses and infractions. And that is all on the news on Oweleketv for today. You can follow us on all our social media handles as displayed on your screen for adverts and inquiries. I am Francis Atim. Till I come your way again with another heart-thrilling news. Until then, stay tuned and be happy. Thanks for being with us. Bye-bye.